Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest players in the history of basketball, Willis Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a few little tokens that we would like to present to Willis Reed tonight. And our first presentation will be made by the Knicks general manager, Eddie Donovan.
Willis, I wish you were 28 and well. Will, this is your night. Enjoy it. It doesn't happen to too many people. Personally, I'd like to say thanks for the New York Knickerbockers, Madison Square Garden, and all of New York City. Finally, I want you to know that your old number 19 will be retired permanently. I'm also happy to tell you that the Knicks jersey, your 19, will be in an honored place in the NBA Hall of Fame. I'm also sure it's only a matter of time that you will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And just lastly, for the Donovan clan, we think our lives have been improved by knowing you and being a friend of yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. And ladies and gentlemen, for our next presentation, here is the chairman of the Youth Board of the City of New York, the Honorable Jerry Becker.
The mayor asked me to give you this award tonight, Willis, in recognition of all that you have done for the youth of this city and the fine example that you have set for them. Congratulations. I have another award to give you, and that is the Big Apple Award, which is given to somebody who has given so much to New York City. We love you, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Jerry Becker. And we have one other presentation to make to Willis, our final presentation. Here is the man who succeeded Willis Reed as captain of the New York Knickerbockers, Captain Walt Frazier.
Willis, they forgot to give me a speech, so I'll have to speak from heart. On behalf of the New York Knicks, management, and the players, we present to you this plaque. It's a great honor. Personally, I'm sure I can speak for you and my other teammates that played with you and say that we've all missed you. We've never been the same since you left.
Got to get better, though, right?
And we just wish you the very best in whatever endeavor you choose to follow after this.
Thank you, Walt.
To the fans of Madison Square Garden, fans of the New York Knickerbockers, to the management, players, to my old coach, Red Holzman, and to all the people who possibly made it possible for me to stand here tonight, I'd like to say thank you. Maybe in your own way, you said that I possibly enriching your lives, but I think that by being in New York City and playing for some of the most devoted fans in the world, that I think you enriched my life also. The people that I met in New York, starting from my first coach, Eddie Donovan, to Harry Gallatin, Dick McGuire, and then to Red Holzman, along with all the people in the management and so many people I met in New York, has also been an influence on my life and also inspired me in many ways. Inspiration comes from a lot of places and not necessarily always from somebody that you know that's famous. It comes from the man, the guy in the street who sometimes say, thank you for having a great ball game. And I thank them for being that truthful and honest with me. There are a lot of people I could go on to think about this, but I think I'm not a man of words. My game was show me, and it was all action. And you can talk a good game as a basketball player, but you have to get on the basketball court and prove it. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, when you win it, when you do it, and I know how long it took us to do it for the first time, which was probably one of the greatest attainments of my life. And it was an attainment that came about from a lot of people from all parts of the world, like Dave DeBusschere, Walt Frazier, Dick Barnett, all the guys who were a part of that first New York Knicks 1970 championship team. These guys, all of them made it possible for me to stand here tonight, and I'd like to say to them, thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce one person, and it's only one person I'd like to introduce, because if it wasn't for this man, I would not have ever played basketball. It was the coach of my high school team, a little school that only had less than 200 kids in the high school department, who saw me as a ninth grader, 6'5", clumsy, with size 13 shoes, and say, come out for basketball. And this man, if it wasn't for his time, his devotion, and his loyalty and foresight, that maybe that I had something, and I guess in a lot of ways he was more my father than my father, because I used to live on every word that he used to say. And that's my former high school coach, and I'd like to introduce him to you tonight, and his name is Lyndon Stone. It is indeed a pleasure to be the first to be numbered to be retired, but I'm sure that there will be other numbers along with me up there one day to be retired, because I think I would be very lonely with number 19 hanging all there by itself, because basketball is a game of many people and many devotions, and it's a game that is played by a group of people. And so I would like to come back, hopefully, to the next number that's retired by the New York Knicks, and I'd like to say it's been my pleasure. New York Knicks have meant a lot to me in my life, and thank you very much for being so real. Thank you.
Thank you, Willis. Let's give him a real Madison Square Garden send-off. Willis Reed.